Hello everyone, Chris England here, doing once again another Fire Emblem trailer review. This is once again very late, and I do apologize for this. I have been having a very hard time getting these things out. Right now we are on the Spring Eternal banner, starting with the Late Hibernation. We have Bernadetta, finally showing the blue color in her kit with a blue bow cav. We have for the art Dan Ida, and once again Ayumi Tsuji doing the voice acting. In this case, I actually do like the design of the bunnies on the bow. The eggs are a very interesting touch. The fact that she has black ears as opposed to white ears would go along with most of her costume, as well as the black bunny tail kind of represents her black eagle standing. I'm not exactly truly the biggest fan of Bernie, but Bernie Bunny is definitely a beautiful one. We have for her weaponry the Bow of Repose. She also so the basic things are of course going to be the flying effectiveness and the accelerated special cooldown. Then at the start of turn, if unit's HP is at 100% and there's a ally within 2 spaces, she and any allies within 2 spaces take 1 damage. So this is exactly the same thing as her winter form. And then at the start of combat, if her HP is 99% or less, she gets Omni +5, and then debuffs the foe's speed and defense based on the difference of movement. The number of movement squares, max of 4 times 2 plus 3. And there is no maximum penalty, so you can go exactly up to the 11 max. And then if there is and then based on the distance that that unit traveled, the bonus effects go off. If it's 1 or more, during combat, she takes 30% less damage from the first attack. If it's 2 or more, she gets the self-null follow-up as well as self-tempo. So no denial of follow-ups and no screwing with her cooldown count. We also have Dragonic Aura, Remote Sparrow, and Defense Res Smoke. We also have Escape Route 4. The biggest thing with this one was that it's a very old skill with the 50%. So we have if she's at 99% or less HP, she gives herself Canto 1, and this happens if she takes damage through any means necessary through her bow. If she's healed at 100% and takes damage through combat, she immediately will activate that. During combat, she'll give the foe -3 to attack and speed. And then if her HP is, again, 99% or less, she can move to a ally adjacent to an ally within 3 spaces, and if that number is her HP is 60% or less, she can move basically anywhere next to an ally. So this is very fitting of what Bernie is. She's been known to take damage and have bonuses based on having actual damage, but she also has bonuses based on how much she moves this time. For the Escape Route 4, I definitely think it very much fits what she can do. One thing that I will concede about this kit is it is very easy to inherit absolutely everything. Currently, there are many units who can utilize the Remote Sparrow if you give them just the Swift Sparrow 1 from either Felix, Luthier, Kiragi, Young Inez, or Nesala. They all have these specials. The Swift Sparrow 1. The easiest way to get the Escape Route 3 is to fodder a 4-star Cecilia. And then for the Defense Res Smoke, you have the option of either doing Brynja to get Res Smoke or Penne to get Defensive Smoke. So basically, she is one of the easier 5 stars to fully inherit. Now granted, you may not need that Remote Sparrow if you have what you like. Next we have the Sunlit Nightmare.
花暖かい空気スバルトアルフには
We have Scapiosa as a colorless tome flyer. For the art, we have Kipu doing a very lovely job of the Easter, along with the very interesting rainbow-colored egg surrounded by thorns. And then we have Yuka Iguchi. So she has recently become the new Kaga for Azur Lane after they decided to axe Ai Kayano. So sadly, I have no real opinion on that one. I just think that it's an interesting thing, especially since she also did voice Kaga from the Kantai Collection series. So for her kit, of course, we have the Frightful Dream, what she came with in her mythic version. For her weapon, we have the Nightmare's Egg, which is going to give the speed +3. And then if she dances or sings, she gives any the faux penalty doubler to both the target and any allies, excluding herself, within 2 spaces. And then once again, the same thing. She gives panic to any foes that are within cardinal directions of both her and her target. And then, of course, at the start of combat, if her HP is 25% or greater, she gets attack speed +6. Then we have, once again, the defense res rain, as well as the Blaze Dance 3. If she uses Sing or Dance, she immediately gets Canto 1. And then she gives her target an auto attack speed +6, as well as desperation. So this is automatically making her a mobile dancer after dancing, and she also is giving the unit that she gives a bonus of just being able to do a HP-less desperation. Granted, there are unfortunately not enough units in the pool that are low rank to have either one of these skills. Currently, every single rain skill, hold skill. Actually, I did realize it was a hold skill, not a rain skill. So almost every single unit that has a rain skill is currently locked at 5. And the same thing goes for Blaze Dance. So one thing I will actually admit is that her kit, while her kit is a little bit less interesting, it's much better. It's not better than Bernie's, but it's definitely more interesting to use because of the fact that you're just giving a lot of bonuses. You're giving faux penalty doubler, you're giving faux panic, you're giving cancel, you're giving desperation to units. You're actually allowing yourself to move more. And the fact that she has her A skill open means that she can just run whatever.
No.
The breaking of the egg releases the thorns of the nightmares. Now onto our demote. We have Budding Chivalry. We have Ash as a Red Dagger Flyer. For the art, we have Iori Suzuki, and for the voice actor, we have Yuki Inoue. So we're gonna go with I don't know many voice acting roles that this person has done. Unfortunately, the only ones I have are Sasuke from Kakurio and Matthias from Atelier Lidi. That's all that I can really think of, because when I look, that's the only ones that I kind of recognize as long-going ones. I won't say anything about his art because it's really hard to differentiate between these things. So for his weapon, we have Bunny's Egg Plus. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is 25% or greater, during combat, attack speed +5, and then the first attack's damage gets reduced by 30%, with, of course, the Dagger 7. We also have a Rally Up Speed Plus. For his 4-star skill, once again, we have Attack Speed Catch 3. So this is the second seasonal unit to have this Catch 3 specifically. The first one being New Year's Liar. And then for his 5-star skill, which I'm actually very disappointed in, is attack speed rain. Sadly, there's nothing the annoying part about for any kind of demotes is that their kits no longer have as much bonus to them. Now, granted, this is a little bit different from what I would say for like regular demotes. But the big thing in general is that his weapon is just plain. It doesn't stand out. It's not like uber horrible. He does actually come with a rally up skill, which is a very nice thing, and he also is a better source for catch 3, meaning that it is much easier to inherit from this. The attack speed rain is something that's a very interesting choice for him. I would probably I don't think I would have preferred this one. I probably would have preferred speed defense. But even that's probably like, yeah, IS ain't gonna give that to us. So while I would say that he's not horrible, he's not extremely standout. As for our harmonic we have the Spring Reveries of Carla and Freya, being from Blazing Blade and Heroes OC as an Axe Cavalry. So we do not have a single unit that is a infantry unit for the banner, at least. Once again, we have the erotic art of Kubun. For the voice actors, we have Ayaka Suwa for Carla, so Clarissa from E7, A2 from Nier, and Incho from the student council president from Please Teach Me Galco. For Freya, we have Megumi Hayashibara. So we have Rei Ayanami is probably one of the bigger units or characters from Evangelion, and then we have Jessie or Musashi from Pokemon. This honestly feels like one of those really weird cases where they're just trying to fall in with the aspect of fan service, and the unit itself is not necessarily the most impressive. So we have, first off, the Sisterly War Axe. Of course, we're going to get the Accelerate Special cooldown, as well as cooldown count -2 on the start of odd turns. And then if she attacks or is initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, during combat she gets attack speed +6. She deals an additional damage through when she activates her special, equal to 20 plus 10 times the maximum count of the special. So on base, her Dragonic Aura, which has a base of 3, which becomes 2 from her weapon, that automatically means that she's doing 40% of her speed as extra damage during her special. And then under the same thing with her special activating, she becomes Legendary Nana. She says that any kind of specials that activate in response to an attack, or any skills, any non-special skills that have reduced damage by XX%, are nullified. So both of these parts are Legendary Nana. Sadly, I don't think that this is as impressive because Legendary Nana came with a weapon that did it on cue. You did not have to have a special activate. We also have the Attack Speed Clash 4. We have the Flow Near Trace and Speed Smoke. One thing I will admit about Carla, since I did actually want to pull her, is that she is excessively frail for what she's offering. Sure, she has Speed Smoke, but aside from that, she has no inherent damage reduction. She just has Kanto. She has damage buffs. She has a speedier way to hit her special. She has attack speed penalty nullification. She does have dodge, but that's not until she's done attacking. So this is one of those cases where I think this unit was designed with fan service first, but skill design last. And as for her harmonic skill, she gives any allies that are from the same title as well as herself the special cooldown -2, and then she also gives them +6 to attack and the resonant blade skill. So once again, this feels like a very early version of a harmonic skill. It doesn't feel like anything extremely impressive, especially since she's gonna be. This is only a once per map thing, and you're gonna have eventually run out of gas with her skills. Now, granted, that does mean that she hits a lot harder than other things, especially with what you're seeing as the attack speed 1919. More damage. You're also going to get the story. And who do we have for our Tempest Trial unit? It's Michaelis, drawn this time by Kotaro Yamada and once again voiced by Jun Fukuyama. So we got Yumichika from Bleach, we have Joker from Persona 5, and we have Yahaba from, I believe, DS. Oops, don't remember that one. We have his Fruiting Ambition. So his lance is going to be Hare's Lance Plus. It's going to be the same kind of thing with the dagger, except that it's going to be a 40% reduction, and the speed is traded out for defense. He has Swap. Of course, he has Iota Shield and the Attack Speed Snag as a 4-star, which is actually one of the best things about Michaelis. Every single skill he has is obtainable through his 4-star form. You don't need to go to his 5-star except if you want that Hare's Lance Plus. I will say that he also has a very, very, very good stat line to take advantage, complete advantage of that lance. He doesn't have very high speed or resist, but he doesn't need it. So what I will say about this banner is, oddly enough, the best unit is gonna be my Bernie Bunny. Bernie Bunny has a very good weapon that offers a lot of really good effects. She has 3 extremely good skills that are incredibly easy to inherit. Or maybe not. I guess incredibly easy to inherit is kind of a hard way to say it, but there's definite fodder to get all 4 skills, and you don't need to inherit her bow or her special, since Draconic Aura is on like 50 units at this point. For actual utility, I would say that Triandra, I forgot for a moment, is higher up. Just because she's a dancer, she comes with a dance skill that offers more than just stat buffs, and a weapon that also synergizes so well with her dancing skills. Now, the Defense Res Hold is a nice little touch-up, but again, you're not really using her for combat, you're just using her for her dancing. While Ash is nice because this is a demote, it's also a seasonal demote, so Ash is still stuck in the seasonal pool. I won't say that Ash is horrible. Once again, in this, he offers a extremely good set, but it's just the fact that his kit is kind of doesn't really stand out aside from the rally up speed plus. Having the attack speed catch 3 is nice, but we're starting to move way farther away from catches. Now, granted, we're not moving so far away that we're ignoring them completely, but while it is one of the better skills, it's kind of odd that they haven't put this skill into the normal pool, even as the tier 3 or tier 3 5-star skill, the non-demoted skill. And the fact that Rain still exists as a non-demoted skill in general is kind of an annoyance. The fan service unit, oddly enough, of course, is going to be Carla and Freya. The kit is nice if you don't have Legendary Nana yet. However, it is much weaker than what Nana offers, because Nana does not rely on having a special that to activate her defensive shutdown skills. So the no Pavis, no Estushan, no damage reduction skills. And the other thing too is that her kit in and of itself does not offer any inherent protection. All it is just attack speed penalty nullification, Canto remember +1, and then after battle only is dodge. And even dodge doesn't save her enough since she doesn't have the defensive skills ability to keep herself alive. Plus, if you run into Carla, she's still going to kill herself basically. I know that's not exactly the best way of saying it. I'd say that not the most worthwhile one is going to be Michaelis. Michaelis is definitely a very good unit. He's just a giant ball of attack and defense. And it's also the fact that he's very easy to build up. There's enough arcane lances to give him a bonus. Like you could easily transfer over a silver lance from Jagan. You could transfer over then the arcane Shang from Alfred, as well as Flonir Trace to give him something, because that automatically means that he's not dealing with any kind of he's just guaranteeing follow-ups and saying no follow-ups. He's also very tanky in the air. So that's my personal point of view. I'd say that the most valuable unit for the pulling is going to be Bernadetta, then Triandra, then Carla, then Ashe. Again, this is more just based on these two are kind of tied, but they also have more value together just because they both have, you can just use Triandra to give Bernie Desperation, turn her into her normal version. So that's it for this time around. I hope very much that you are enjoying what I can offer, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.